Raise your hand if you've ever left the doctor's office and heard the words, "Your blood pressure is a little high." Yeah, me too. And here's the scary part. Nearly half of all adults have high blood pressure, but many don't even know it because there are no obvious symptoms. It's like a silent alarm going off in your body, and if ignored, it can lead to serious problems like heart disease or stroke. But here's the good news. You have more control than you think. Simple, everyday foods can be powerful allies in lowering your blood pressure naturally. No extreme diets, no expensive supplements. Just real, delicious foods that work with your body to keep your heart healthy. Today, I'm sharing my top 5 blood pressure lowering foods backed by science, plus easy ways to eat them, little-known tips, and even a few surprising facts you might not have heard before. Stick around, because by the end, you'll have a game plan to start feeling better, starting with your very next meal. Welcome to Steady Wellness, where we talk about real-life health and wellness for people who want to feel great without overcomplicating things. I'm all about simple, science-backed tips that fit into your busy life. No jargon, no gimmicks, just stuff that works. Now, I'm not a doctor, just someone who's been on this journey myself, so always check with your healthcare provider before making big changes. But if you're ready to give your heart some love, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, it really helps the channel, and let's dive in. Number 1. Leafy Greens, nature's pressure regulators. And no, I'm not talking about that sad piece of lettuce on your burger. I mean the dark, vibrant greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These are absolute powerhouses when it comes to lowering blood pressure. And here's why. They're loaded with potassium, which helps your kidneys flush out excess sodium, a major culprit behind high blood pressure. Think of it like this. Sodium holds on to water, which increases blood volume, putting pressure on your artery walls. Potassium kicks sodium out, so your blood flows more smoothly. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, I don't have time to cook fancy greens every day. Totally get it. Here's what I do. I keep a big tub of pre-washed spinach in the fridge and toss handfuls into everything. Scrambled eggs, soups, even pasta sauce. You won't even taste it, but your heart will thank you. Quick heads up, if you're using canned greens like collards or turnip greens, check the label. Many are packed with added salt. Look for no salt added versions, or rinse them well before cooking. And here's a fun little challenge for you. This week, try adding greens to one meal where you normally wouldn't. Maybe a handful in your smoothie or wilt it into your stir fry. Small steps lead to big changes. Number 2. Berries, tiny but mighty heart protectors. Next up, berries. And no, I'm not just saying this because they're delicious, though that's a nice bonus. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are like tiny superheroes for your blood vessels. They're packed with flavonoids, natural compounds that help relax your blood vessels and improve circulation. One study even found that people who ate blueberries daily saw a significant drop in blood pressure in just 8 weeks. Now, berries can be pricey out of season, so here's a hack. Frozen berries are just as nutritious and often cheaper. I love tossing them into oatmeal, blending them into a quick smoothie, or even microwaving them for a warm syrupy topping on yogurt. Here's something you might not know. Wild blueberries, the smaller, darker ones, have even more antioxidants than regular ones. And if you're worried about sugar, don't be. Berries are low on the glycemic index, so they won't spike your blood sugar like other sweets. So how about this? Next time you're craving something sweet, skip the cookie and grab a handful of berries instead. Your taste buds and your blood pressure will be happier. Number 3. Oats and whole grains, the unsung heroes of heart health. Remember when your grandma told you to eat your oatmeal because it was good for you? Turns out she was onto something. Oats and whole grains are some of the most underrated foods for lowering blood pressure. They're packed with soluble fiber, which acts like a sponge in your digestive system, soaking up cholesterol and helping your body get rid of it. Less cholesterol means happier, more flexible arteries, which means better blood flow. Now, if you're not a fan of mushy oatmeal, no worries. Try overnight oats. Just mix oats with milk or almond milk, some chia seeds, and let it sit in the fridge overnight. In the morning, top with those berries we talked about, and boom, heart-healthy breakfast ready to go. A quick word of caution, not all whole grain products are created equal. Some breads and cereals sneak in extra sugar and refined flour. look for 100% whole grain as the first ingredient. And if you're gluten sensitive, quinoa and brown rice are great alternatives. Here's my challenge for you this week. Swap just one refined grain, like white bread or pasta, for a whole grain version. Small change, big payoff. Number 4, beets, the blood pressure magic bullet. Okay, this next one might surprise you. Beets. Now, I know they're not everyone's favorite. I used to avoid them too. But hear me out. Beets are like nature's nitro boost for your blood vessels. They're rich in nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes and widens your blood vessels. One study showed that drinking beet juice lowered blood pressure in just a few hours. Now, if you're not a beet lover, try roasting them. It brings out their natural sweetness. Or blend them into a smoothie with some apple and ginger to mask the earthy taste. You can even find beet powder to sneak into sauces or soups. Now, fair warning, beets can turn your pee pink. It's totally harmless, but it might freak you out if you're not expecting it. Just remember, it's not blood, it's just the beet pigments doing their thing. Give beets a try this week. You might just become a convert. And number 5, fatty fish, the omega-3 powerhouse. Last but not least, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are like WD-40 for your arteries. They reduce inflammation and keep everything running smoothly. Studies show that eating fatty fish twice a week can lower blood pressure and reduce the risk of heart disease. And if you're worried about mercury, smaller fish like sardines and salmon are lower on the food chain, so they're safer choices. Not a chef? No problem. Canned salmon makes a great salad topper, or try sardines on whole grain crackers for a quick, heart-healthy snack. And if you really can't stand fish, flax seeds and walnuts are good plant-based alternatives. Just remember, grill, bake, or steam your fish instead of frying it to keep it healthy. So, let's recap. Leafy greens, berries, whole grains, beets, and fatty fish. 5 simple, delicious foods that can make a real difference in your blood pressure. And the best part, you don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 of these foods and add them to your meals this week. Maybe it's swapping your afternoon chips for a handful of berries. Or try salmon instead of steak one night. Every little bit helps. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods are you excited to try? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. We've got lots more simple, practical health tips coming your way. Thanks for watching, and remember, your heart is worth taking care of. See you next time.